Well, hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Roger, and this is your daily tarot map for Wednesday, November 16th, 2016, using tarot to create the life you want. First off, a big thank you to everybody for liking these videos, for sharing them, for subscribing to this channel, for commenting. As always, I really appreciate your support, and I appreciate you watching as well. So this week we are working with the Modern Spellcasters Tarot with the art created by Scott Murphy and the companion book written by Melanie Marquis. And the 3 cards drawn randomly from the deck today were the 3 of Wands, the High Priestess, and the 2 of Wands. So the first card in today's draw is the 3 of Wands, in which we see a young woman releasing what appear to be falcons that she's been training. So this card made me think of releasing your babies out into the world. Now, this might be a project that you've been tweaking for a while. So some of us might be thinking that it's ready, it's time to let it go and see how it's received. This card could also be referring to plans and ideas that's been percolating in our minds that perhaps we'd like to bounce off of others. So the 3 of Wands is often about taking that critical first step, about forging ahead with our plans, whether it's a project for work, a vacation, a trip you'd like to take, or even a home renovation project or a home improvement project. So as you put your plans into motion, it is important that you let others know the why, what, and how of your project, as illustrated by our second card, the High Priestess. So here we see a seated person, a woman judging by the clothes, holding an open book and pointing to a page. So the High Priestess, she's typically the keeper of mysteries, of secrets, and here she appears to be sharing some of them. So in relation to our last card, this suggests that some of us might be eager to share our secrets, especially if our plans will affect others in any way. We want others to know our intentions as well as the reasons for doing what we're doing. Now here the High Priestess could very well represent a new spiritual path that some of you may have been interested in for a while, but haven't yet shared with others. So if you're thinking of letting your loved ones know what you're embarking upon, begin preparing perhaps a sort of elevator pitch to explain your beliefs, the reason you're embarking on the path, and how it might affect them. Now moving on to our last card, we see the 2 of Wands, a young man seated staring at a bird. But if you look at this card closely, however, we will see that one of his legs and one of his arms are tied to the posts in the ground next to him. Now he seems content with his situation because he does have one arm free, so he could untie the rope if he wanted to. But he's resigned himself to this situation. So this makes me think that no matter how excited we might be to put our work out into the world or to shout our ideas from the rooftops, I see this last card here as advising us that the time, it's not quite right yet. That there might be some more work to be done or some additional tweaking to do. Some of us, we have a tendency to release our work before it's ready or to spill a secret or to tell somebody our ideas before they're fully formed. Or if we haven't yet prepared a plan of defense should someone challenge us. But the High Priestess card, often advises against action and instead recommends stillness and non-action. The message from the last card here seems to be similar to that. Now, I see this card as advising us not to give up on our plans. No, not at all, but simply perhaps putting in a bit more work. We don't want to find our ideas attacked before they have a chance to be fully born. And this is especially true of our plans, our work, or ideas if they're a little unconventional. We also want to make sure that our idea isn't just some passing fancy and that we come to regret having told anybody about it because we've now changed our minds. So the spread kind of makes me think of one of the rules of writing. Never let anyone read your first draft. So the message today for these 3 cards is, there's a time to release our work and a time to let it percolate. Though we may be excited, there's still a little more work to be done. So today's advice card comes from the Wisdom of Hidden Realms Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And the card drawn randomly from the deck today is the Resting Tree. So this card supports nicely the idea of today's draw. For the Resting Tree is a card of non-action and of patience. So your idea or project might not be quite ready yet to be released, which is what we saw today in the reading. There might be something you've missed or a few finishing touches yet to add, or perhaps simply the time isn't quite right. So put it aside for a moment and move your focus to something else. Then revisit it later on with fresh eyes and with a fresh perspective. Now the trap here is not to fall into the eternal rabbit hole of tweaking and tweaking and tweaking something endlessly. There does come a time when a project or idea is ready. We just don't want to be too premature. And that's your Daily Tarot Map for today. If you like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you click the like button. And you can visit my website at tarot-dude.com to learn more about me and my work, or to book a consultation. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Brightest blessings.